This Saturday night, the LA Kings are going to take on the Seattle Kraken, and you can watch the game right here on KCAL. We're joined live in studio by LA Kings legend and team president Luc Robitaille. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, but how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm fine.
You're coming off a 3-game losing streak is why I'm asking you that.
Yeah.
But you're an optimist. How are we going to turn this around?
Well, for us, we look at it in different ways because the first game we lost in overtime, so you still get a point in the standing. The next 2 games, okay, we weren't happy with our game the way we played last night, but all in all, it's been a really good season, and we know you go through ups and downs in the season. Last week we played 5 games in 8 nights, so it's never easy. And in the history of the West Coast team, every time you come back from the East, it seems like that first game is hard. So last night, we didn't play the way we wanted to, but we'll be ready for Saturday.
You are an optimistic guy, and I appreciate that about you. We're a quarter of the way done with the season right now. How do you assess the team realistically?
We're really happy where we're at. We always said we wanted to be in the top, 8 or 10 in our league. And when you're in that top tier of the league, you give yourself a chance to win a championship. And that's our goal. We've been rebuilding our team the last 4 years, and now we really feel we have a good setup as a team. Everybody seems to understand their roles, and our goal is to win the Stanley Cup. So it's kind of fun when you're finally there as an organization.
Your goal is to win the Stanley Cup. Your fans are demanding that you win the Stanley
Cup. Good for them.
But you have been through a lot. I mean, the rebuilding process takes a long time. So where do you think you're ready to go, you feel like?
Yeah. We're ready to go, and we said our rebuild was done when we even talked to our players at the beginning of the season. We do know we have a lot of young players. We have a lot of guys signed in long-term deals. So we really feel the next 4 or 5 years we're going to have a chance every year. You hope you're the team every year, but that's the way we're set up. So that's what makes us the most excited about is the next, obviously this season, and it's about the next game and so forth, but the next 4 or 5 years, we're going to give ourselves a shot every year.
Well, that's the Pacific, division it's a hard division.
Yep.
Can you talk about the makeup of it and kind of what you have to do to power through?
It's a hard division because, Edmonton's a very good team. We have a good team.
They're like
Las
a thorn
Vegas
in our
got a
side,
good team.
aren't they?
Yeah. It's been hard for us the last couple of years in the playoffs, and Vancouver's really come out of it. Calgary struggled a little bit, but they're still a very good team. So it's a hard division to come out of it, and I think what makes it really hard is the first round of the playoffs. In our game, to come out of the first round of the playoffs is kind of like the hardest series to win. Then when you come out, if you don't have too many injuries, usually you'll be able to make a run for it. So this year, we hope by the time we get in the playoffs, we don't have any injuries and we can get going. That's the goal.
Well, you got those young guys. Let's keep them healthy. We do want to focus on Saturday's game a little bit here. It is in Seattle. What are you looking at in terms of your key to success with Seattle? Well,
they're a fast team. They've struggled a little bit out of the gate this year. Last year, they had a really good year, but they're built with a lot of speed. So we think it's going to be a really fast game. It's a fun building to play in. They have a lot of energy.
They're loud there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're loud. They got their Kraken thing, and it's a dark building, so it's a fun building for the players to play in. So we think it's going to be a real fast game. Now we've lost a few in a row, so we know it's important for us to turn the page and start playing the way we've been playing. We know the next 2 weeks you want to get into the Christmas break with like a good streak, so it's an important game for both teams.
Well, they have a silly name, so I'm just bypassing Seattle. It's going to be a good game to watch, but I predict a win.
We don't know what a Kraken
is. If you don't know what it is, and I don't, okay. Who knows? Look, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate having you in. And here's the information for Saturday's coverage. Watch the LA Kings Black and White special at 6 p.m. on KCAL Channel 9. Then stick around to see the Kings take on those silly Seattle Kraken. Go Kings, go!